Hi, this is János, it's Real World Audio, and I made a pair of interconnect cables. Well, I haven't finished them, I'm in the process of making them, but I thought that I'm going to document it so that you see the process. And we have some noises in the background, and it's Machi making short work out of her box. Look at that, you see? Machiko's box. It's her box, but it's really quickly disappearing. She kind of tore an opening there. She's being really busy. I'm going to share you the story about that. It's basically that this is her box, and she fits perfectly in it. And Kintaro also was trying to fit in, but he's a little bit too big. So she started making that opening so Kintaro's tail can hang out and he fits perfectly in the box. So while she is preparing it more comfy for him, he is in the other box. Look, all the mess that Machi made. That came from that box. Yeah. And he is sleeping in the meanwhile. Okay. So that's what's going on in the background. And back to the interconnect cable. As you see, this is the one that's kind of semi-ready shape. This is that CCSSWP interconnect that I have shared how to make. Previously, I will put the link to that video. Actually, it will appear at the end of this video if I manage to upload it on time. Anyway, so I hope it will appear there. Maybe not by the time you are viewing it as it comes out fresh, but within 24 hours of the release of this video, I will have the link at the end of this video showing up. So basically here I have an addition to it, and actually the addition is adding this cotton thread. You see that spool of cotton, and that's going on it to add some extra not rigidity, but I would say dampening or mechanical stability to the cable, because when you see here is one already, and it's quite flimsy. When you touch it, when you lift it, it's really flimsy. But this way, when I lift it, you see the whole thing is lifting up. It does not want to just lift and bend. It's much more solid, and when I try to bend it, it is much less prone to pick up those minute, very fine vibrations and oscillations compared to this semi-naked cable. So here, this is the original version, and that's only one layer of tape, and then another layer of tape, and they're facing sticky sides together, and now of course the other sides are non-sticky. So the sticky sides hold together the silver wires inside, and on one side I am putting phyton tape. This is what phyton tape is. Phyton. And what on earth is that? I think I have already mentioned that. So if you flip it on the other side, it's black, and that's black because that side is titanium oxide, and when light hits it, it releases free electrons. And as you see, I put those phyton tapes, the squares, where the wires cross, so that the free electron release is affecting both wires. I could cover the whole thing with phyton tape, but that would be a little bit too expensive, that much phyton, and a little bit wasteful. You could cover just like where the wires run with phyton, but only one side, so you can see, or not you can see, but light can hit those black squares. That's the important bit, and that prevents oxidation of the wires, so your cable will last longer. And also that those free electrons released also aid the signal propagation through the silver wire, because if there's more electrons, free electrons, they will facilitate the movement, the delocalization of the electrons within the metal as well. That's basically basic physics or chemistry. And you can apply it on the interconnect cable, and when you shine intense light on this and it's operating, you can hear the change in the sound as well, if you want to have some fun experimenting with it. So basically how I make it, that I make the cable as shown in my previous video, and on one side I just first I cut strips and then cut them apart, put them here, and on the flip side they are visible to the light, and actually I then turn it back, and onto this side I will be placing 3 pieces of this cotton tape, looks like guitar strings, right? And just put one more layer of tape on this, on the 3 strings, and then another layer. So basically we have the tape holding together the silver wire, and on top of that we have the phyton tape, and on top of that we have 3 strings, and on top of that 2 more layers of tape. So basically this is now a really nice and resonance not so prone interconnect. And when you see like interconnect cables that you can buy commercially, a lot of that is that resonance control. So all of that fancy outer layer that you see is basically the company is going to great length to prevent the cables, the wires within your cables from moving freely, because when they conduct electricity, they conduct signal, they want to resonate, they want to move the wires. And if you have extra weight added to it, extra mechanical stability, then the movement is restricted, so the signal can come out without losses, without alterations. So this is a really nice, helpful thing you can do to improve the sound. And why am I making these cables? Because for my upstairs system, you've seen that the turntable requires a pair of decent interconnects. So far I was using, just for convenience, copper interconnect cables, Harmonic Technologies cables, but they were just hero placeholders until I built a pair of silver ones, and these are going to be hardwired on the turntable side. So basically on this end is going to attach directly to the tone arm wire without any connectors. I'm just going to solder them directly, and of course I will rewire the tone arm as well, and I'll make a video on that too. So thank you for tuning in, and these were all the tools that I used for this process: phyton tape, isopropanol tape, silver wire, some tape to secure the flimsy tape here to the jig, some tool to twist together 2 pieces of the wire that I used for the ground, and a single wire for the positive, and then of course the cotton string, scissors, measuring tape, and the jig, so that I can lay the tape on it. And these are 90 centimeter long, because that's the exact length that will be enough from the turntable to the phono stage. And thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and I hope more of you will build these cables. I have received feedback that several of you have tried it and had really unexpectedly positive results. So just keep on and have fun, and have an awesome day. Bye bye.